James Young, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tony. Nice to be speaking with you.
You are the owner of the Cherry Bar in the city, and you're as fanatical as an ACDC supporter gets, and Carlton supporter, I might point out too. Now, how serious is this push, and have the band signalled any willingness to recreate that great video?
Well, Joel O'Connor was a friend of mine, contacted me 6 months ago with the idea, and we've been talking to the City of Melbourne for 4 months about it. So a little bit surprised that the Lord Mayor took all the credit yesterday.
Yes,
and we came in with the idea.
And John did point that out, I think. He's doing it on behalf of his son, am I right, who's a huge Angus fan?
Yeah, that's right. Look, we're talking about the 23rd of February next year, which will be the precise 50th anniversary, and recreating the famous flatbed truck down Swanston Street. The chances of getting ACDC themselves on the flatbed truck is probably a bit remote. Only Angus is the only surviving member of the band from the clip.
Wow.
They don't even play that song live out of a respect for who played that song live since he passed in 1980. But let a man dream.
It's a great dream to have. I mean, I would urge you to keep trying. Is there any chance of getting the original truck?
Oh, yes. Well, a lot of people coming out of the woodwork. A couple of the bagpipe players, the guy who actually filmed the clip. I'm just hoping that we get the second truck. If you notice, when you watch that clip closely, there's a second flatbed truck with 300 car batteries on it, which is powering the amps on the flatbed truck in front of it.
Yeah, well, that's renewable energy. They were well ahead of their time, obviously. ACDC, who knew they were a green band? But there you go. So logistically, what would be impossible, and what sort of crowd do you reckon that would pull, James? I know I'd ask you to speculate, but it's still fun. Yeah,
it is. Well, I'm definitely committed to doing the precise 50th anniversary with an all-star band. I'm talking to Jack Black. If we can't get ACDC, we can get out some big names, international names, to come out and excite. I would have thought we might be able to get 50 to 100,000 people who love rock and roll coming down to flock Swanston Street, and imagine we'll end up in the city square with a concert, a little detour via ACDC Lane, and maybe have a little drink at Cherry Bar just before we crank up the stage.
I would like that. It would be an easy sell to the powers that be, wouldn't it? Because it would put Melbourne on the map, and that video itself is a beautiful time capsule of our great city.
It is, and you know what? Swanston Street doesn't look too dissimilar to that. It's
true.
The same buildings that we all remember seeing as you drive down the street. And you can imagine the whole world would dial in. Everyone loves a good news story. There's plenty of bad news going around, Tony.
Yep.
And people like a bit of good news, put a smile on the dial. And it's rumoured that we might see ACDC this year in Australia touring. And the thing about the band is they've pulled off the miracle. You know, they're connecting to the grandparents, the parents, and the children. 3 generations and more love the band. They're keeping rock and roll alive. And we all know it is a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we will end. James Young, owner of the Cherry Bar in the city. Thank you for your time.
Cheers, Tony. All the best.